Welcome to the midnight tide, where shadows whisper, darkness hides. We're diving deep into the unknown, on a journey you're not alone. From haunted halls to specters lost, we'll guide you through the eerie frost, with tales that chill and spirits roam. A freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Welcome to the midnight tide, where shadows whisper, darkness hides. We're diving deep into the unknown, on a journey you're not alone. From haunted halls to specters lost, we'll guide you through the eerie frost, with tales that chill and spirits roam. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show. The freaking awesome paranormal show. Ghostly whispers, ancient tomes, mysteries in haunted homes. Brace yourselves, it's time to go. The freaking awesome paranormal show.
Bill Screen. The engine is starting up.
For launch, GC, go. Guidance, go. Fido, go. Prop, go. GNC, go. Max, go. Eagle, go. Ecom,
go. Pending final steps to cabin link check.
3, 2, 1.
Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with us? Can you give us a sign?
Welcome to the Rift Nation Network, the RNN, putting a slide in your glide and a dip in your hip. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe. With shows throughout the week, you can find us at Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and more. Everything you could want, everything you can need right here, right now. From the paranormal to the supernatural. From comedy to the spiritual. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
It's showtime, folks!
Podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
Oh shit! Hello, people. Hello there.
Hello.
We can count my nose hairs on that view. Holy crap!
You said it. I was thinking it. Like, oh, shit.
Whoa! Why, hello. Yeah. It's like that Seinfeld episode, the close talker.
Oh my god!
What's up, guys? Welcome to the show. Hope you guys.
And see, like. That is like one of my pet peeves. I can't stand a close talker.
I don't know why it's set to.
If I can smell your breath, you're too close.
Yes.
Or
yes,
you really need to brush your teeth.
Yeah, exactly. Surprise. It's like, especially if you talk to someone at the end of the day, when you know they haven't brushed their teeth in like a few hours and they've had a few meals. You can tell what they had for dinner.
Right.
You're like, okay, back off.
Those Doritos are kicking, sir.
Yes. Oh my god. That Dorito breath is like the worst.
Right.
Man, tell you what. So we got a good show for you tonight.
We do. Oh, I need to get my notepad. I just thought about that.
We've got to get through our stuff.
Yeah, let me get my
a little bit faster.
Dusty notepad ready to take names down.
We've got to get everyone into the chat because we got Dana Marie Vollmer here. She is in the queue waiting to come on to talk to you guys, but I figured come on here and wish you guys a very happy National Soft Ice Cream Day.
Ooh.
Yes, which opposed to hard ice cream day, which
No, but there's
sure.
there's a difference.
I know. You gotta, yeah. That's it. One time when being soft is good, I guess.
Exactly.
Yes, I gotta go there. Well, my mind is always right in the gutter. Brush your teeth. I can't breathe. Exactly.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Oh, Kathleen. Oh, nice. Hey, Kathleen. How you doing? Welcome to the show. So yeah, it's National Soft Ice Cream Day for all you guys who love soft serve ice cream.
I like any
Celebrate.
kind of ice cream.
Well, I do. I'm not a big fan of going to get ice cream. Like if I go to Cold Stone, I will get a milkshake.
Right.
Or something that's easy to eat. If I get something, I get tired of ice cream really quick. Like I'm the kind of person who has like 2 or 3 bites and I'm like, I'm done with it.
Right.
I want to spend $5 on ice cream and then not want to finish it.
Right.
You know, so I'm one of those non-completionists when it comes to ice cream. I will get a carton of it. It just sits there. I eat 2 or 3 bites, sits in the freezer, end up throwing it away because it's got frost burn or whatever.
No, I will. You know, but the only place I like to get there's only one place I really like to get ice cream out. And then I don't get it because you don't want to mix ice cream with Paranormal Investigations. So
no,
but we're at Belgrove.
Bad situation.
Or out that way. Horn's Restaurant has the best ice cream ever. And their milkshakes are pretty yummy too, I must add.
Love a good milkshake. Love a good milkshake. I'm gonna start a new section of the show called Stuff for Ryan to Bitch About.
Uh-oh, let's go.
Yes. Or stuff that pisses Ryan off. Probably more stuff for Ryan to whine about.
Okay, let's do it.
Like
what are we whining about today?
Therapy session.
I like a good wine session.
Yeah, we bring everybody in. We just discuss things. I look forward to this. I'm like, everyone, what am I complaining about this week? I think about this, and what pisses me off, and what pisses you off too, are fruit flies.
Oh God!
And little tiny black ants that come out during the summertime.
Yes.
Oh my God, dude! I left my coffee cup on the on the little tiny fridge I have over here, and I don't know, did something. I was gone for like 10 minutes. I come back and there are little black dots in my fucking coffee, and I did not put pepper in my coffee. And then I have these fruit flies flying around. I have no idea where they're coming from. I just don't. They like, and you try to kill them,
right?
And you're like just trying to get them, and they're like so. They're dodgy little fellows. I tell you what,
they are. I would agree. I don't like those, and I don't like the fruit flies at all. They make me crazy.
I know what they say. Oh, they're there to feed the birds and whatever. They can eat something else. Birds eat bird food.
They got rid of no birds going to eat them in my house.
I mean, I'd rather look at the Tasmanian tiger, dodo bird, the mammoth. They've all gone extinct. All right. Yeah. They serve more purpose than a fruit fly does.
True.
I'm probably wrong about that, but I don't care because this stuff pisses me off. Not stuff that makes sense.
This is true.
I'm saying.
Yeah, right. It doesn't have to make sense. Well, I mean, I've already spoke one. I don't like close talkers. It pisses me off. If we're really good friends, you can kind of get in my bubble and I'm okay. But if I don't know you, you don't need to be right here to talk.
Yeah. I understand when you're like trying to hear or trying to like talk so you can hear, like if you're in a loud situation where you have to be all up in each other's business.
Right.
But, it's like you open my ice cream, you don't even know the flavor. Back off. Back off. Oh my gosh. So now is the time for us to learn a new term.
A new term. What did we learn this week?
Actually. So I thought about it and I was like, you know what? Maybe the term we were going to talk about, people could take it the wrong way. And I don't want to offend anybody
Right,
with
right, right.
the one that we were going to use. It was
Yes,
funny
yes,
though.
yes, yes, yes.
But we are being respectful to all the freaks out there. So the term, as we're talking about the word for penis, how respectful we are, we really use the respectful terms for the word penis on our show. Thank you very much. Okay, so the term that we are using tonight is liver disturber. So
Liver.
if your man tells you
if you're
he
lucky,
wants to disturb your liver, that means you're getting some action. And then the woman would say, would you like to come into my chapel of ease? That is a slang term for vagina. The chapel of ease.
Chapel of Ease.
Open your doors to your chapel of
Chapel
ease.
of Ease. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So, I mean, can you imagine some guy who's like, can I visit your chapel of ease? Like, what are you talking about? It's like, well, that's like Shakespeare shit right there.
Oh.
See, again, we are here for you.
I like liver disturber though.
Yes. That shit is like you're getting pounded.
It is your lucky night.
Yes. Well, that guy is super horny. He just goes at it.
Oh goodness.
Kathleen, I've never heard it described that way. With liver disturber or chapel of ease? Probably both, I guess. I'm guessing.
Lisa says some women are a chapel. I would agree with that.
So it's coming in the chapel. No, that's not how it goes. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Well, okay. We may have disturbed some people with that. And if a bolt of lightning happens to hit me and like there's just a puff of smoke where I used to be, Rhonda will keep going with the show. Because I'm looking up. I'm thinking it might happen. No, penises is boring, Kathleen. We have to like make it artsy here on the Freakin Awesome Paranormal Show. Let's see here. Yeah, so that's about it. We got the Freakin Awesome playlist.
Yeah.
The song for Howie.
Okay.
Odell. Is Trained in Vain by The Clash.
Okay.
And my song is Beyond the End by Jimmy Buffett.
And mine is Gives You Hell by All American Rejects.
Nice. Oh, that's a good song. That is a good song.
Yes.
Well, I forgot. Well, I mentioned this before. It just started, but we're all in each other's faces when it started. And I meant to.
We farted.
I did say farted. I did say farted when we farted. But we are actually brought to you by the Rift Nation Network. We have some awesome shows every single day of the week.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, just look up the Rift Nation Network. Every night you'll find something. And if you are bored and you want to listen to our archives, we're on the Rift Nation YouTube page and the Freakin Awesome Paranormal Show YouTube page. So why don't you go ahead, if you haven't yet, go on Facebook, go on YouTube, and like us.
Yes.
Comment.
So
we can get this. Yes.
Comment, subscribe.
Yes, all that stuff.
Things.
And we will get this thing off the.
We got a lot of people joining us tonight. Thank you, everyone, and welcome in.
Let's go ahead and bring Dana on to the show. Welcome back.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, how are you?
Oh, it's been a day, but I'm good.
It has been a day.
We were saying the same earlier.
Yeah.
It's been a day, but I'm good. Wasn't feeling my best earlier, but I was able to go home after work and relax a little bit, and now I'm ready to go.
Yes. Ready for the goodness. We love having you on the show. I realize, guys, that I take the risk of the world like descending into anarchy because Rhonda will not be reading cards tonight.
It's okay. So you need to
Guys,
get your reading from Dana.
Just chill, and
Tonight.
Dana will help you out. Yes.
We're not even
You'll
don't
be
have
okay.
to do it for the collective because you can get your own personal
Yes. So it's okay.
reading with Dana.
Okay. We are here for you.
That's
freaks.
right.
Now, Dana will usually give a overall reading for you, unless you have a specific question you want to ask her, and we'll probably do like one follow-up question because we're trying to get everyone involved, so we can't go into a long 20-minute explanation on each person. If you want a reading, put it in all caps so Rhonda can see it.
Yes,
all right,
please.
and we will get started with whoever starts.
And as always, I do blind general readings. So if you want a reading, I don't want to know the subject. I'm just going to concentrate on you and see what the universe has to tell you in my general read. And we'll go from there. Any further questions that you have, you can feel free to reach out to me at Divinations by Dana on Facebook, and I'll be happy to give you a clarifying session.
Okay.
All right, guys, make sure you put in all caps if you want a reading.
All caps. Just all right. I'm gonna try to grab everybody, but yeah, just put all caps reading. That'll make it really easy for me because I'm not looking for more than that. So let me start here. Let me go up a little bit just to see if there was anybody who.
I believe Kathleen was the first one I saw with all caps.
I think well, hold on. I saw. Let's see. Kathleen. Here we go. All right, the first one I have is Sarah Stiegler.
Okay.
And I got Agatha. All right, Agatha will be after Sarah. And then I'll grab the rest as y'all are going. Kathleen.
So Sarah Stakler is first?
Yes.
All right. All right. So from what I can see here, Sarah is right now crossed with a lot of change or a resistance to change, as well as I almost feel like she's overthinking because she's trying to use her intellect to rationalize the changes or the resistance to change and kind of sitting in her power, but overthinking too much. Now, looks like for a little bit, the goal is she has to carry burdens that are a little too heavy for her, and it looks like she might have to do that for a while. And what happened in the past that kind of led her in this situation was, you know what, I'm going to rephrase that. Not that the goal is to be able to have the ability to carry heavy burdens and not carrying burdens that shouldn't be hers. So that's the goal, is to be able to carry the burden. But what led to it in the past was when you should have been resting, you weren't resting. When you should have been taking that pause and that time for reflection, it looks like you just kept going. It's almost like you're burnout now. So this change that you are dealing with, or what life's throwing at you, is a little overwhelming, or it was a little overwhelming in the past. We've also have your spark and creativity. I'm also feeling like things are a little irritated, because I'm getting the Queen of Wands, but I'm getting more of the fire and the intuition. So I'm wondering if things were frustrating and irritating, and you were trying to sit strong and sit in your power, but you're just kind of over it. What I see in the future is that there's going to be some good news that's going to like bring you positive emotions, and there's going to be a willingness to learn and just like a new beginning. But right now, it looks like the way that you're sitting is you're over intellectualizing too much. Like you're trying to figure out why things are the way they are when sometimes things are just meant to be the way they are. And it's a little frustrating for you. We're also sitting with how the world is affecting you and how you're affecting the world. Is there are certain battles that you just need to give up. There's certain things that you just need to stop fighting for. And it's almost like you want to put the knife down, but you don't. You want to put the sword down, but you just don't know how. And that's leading to a lot of, it's almost like the rest you should have been taking this rest and you're not. And now you don't know what to do. And your internal emotions are in turmoil. Like the way out of the situation is very obvious, but you're just so overworked. And I'm hearing overworked, like overworked, tired, frustrated, irritated. And the simplest answers just aren't coming to you because your mind is just stuck on overdrive. And the ultimate outcome of this is that pause that you were supposed to take is coming back. This is your time to be a hermit. This is your time to go inside, find the light, shut out all the people, shut out all the noise, and just rest. And understand that the answers that you're looking for are inside you. They're not external. So the over rationalizing and stuff is just, you need to kind of work on distraction so that the answers can come to you, because it seems like if you focus too hard on something, you're not going to get it. And I hope that makes sense. Like this seems to be like you resisted rest too much and you're almost burnt out. So now you need to take time to rest. And I'm getting that like there are a lot of people in your ear and there's a lot of external situations going on, and you just need to tell everybody shut the fuck up so you can think. And that's kind of the biggest lesson that I'm getting here. Like you have burdens that you need to carry. You've got a lot of stress on your back, and you need to tell everybody to shut the fuck up so you can think and so you can breathe. And that's what I'm getting from this. Hopefully that makes sense. Alrighty.
Yeah, I mean, it says, I have PTSD. Yes, indeed. I feel hermit mode coming.
Yeah, because I'm getting the Emperor, and I'm feeling like people are trying to overpower you with their words and their opinions. But right now is your time of fool's journey, and you need to just trust your gut and shut out all the noise, because the noise is unnecessary. Like whatever is going on right now, you got this. You don't need the peanut gallery going ahead and chiming in. Like you know what's best for you, and you need to just go ahead and go with that. All right, let me shuffle up for the next one.
All right, the next one is Agatha.
All right.
Hey, what's up, John Sullivan?
Hey, John Sullivan.
And for some reason, I can't shuffle lately. Like my bridge isn't great, but I can do a bridge. And for some reason, it has just not been good lately. Alrighty. And we're doing Agatha next?
Yes.
What does the universe have to say for Agatha? All right. So right now, Agatha, you've put the work in. You recognize it. You're your home, your health, your finances, you're stable. Like if you're looking for a message that way, you put, and it could be anything. I'm just going to stress it again because the card I'm getting could be either home, health, or finances. It's the things that tie us to the earthly realm. So if one of those things that you've been putting a lot of work into right now, you're crossed by strength. So you've got the strength to actually achieve the goal that you're looking for, or you have the strength to get the outcome that you're looking for. The ultimate goal is to be able to look out on the new horizon, maybe see opportunity, or maybe I'm hearing move forward. And that's the goal. And that's something that I feel like you'll be able to do. You've had the opportunity in the past to manifest things, but it looks like you weren't quite sure how to do it. So you kind of blocked it, even though it was the time to act. And that's fine because I'm feeling like you were a little scared about that. Judging by some of the cards I looked at, it looks like you have some anxiety. So when something's the time to act, you second guess yourself. And that's okay. You also had a new beginning happen. And then this could have been a new relationship or a new opportunity or just a new surge of emotions that happened in the past. And that led us to where we are right now. So right now, all the things that are kind of going on that you have anxiety about, what's coming in the future is all of the wrongs are going to get righted. All the I's are going to get dotted. All the T's are going to get crossed. And where you're sitting right now, you need to trust yourself and you need to trust your emotions and you need to trust your instincts because you have the ability to be really stable and sit really strong. You have two queens right next to each other. So I don't doubt that you're a badass and I don't doubt that you're strong and you have the ability to sit really strong right now. But it seems like you're not trusting in yourself. You're not believing in yourself. So go ahead and do that. The way that you're affecting the world and the world is affecting you is you were a beautiful, kind soul. You were very loving, very nurturing, very empathetic. And you just need to have faith in that because you are a really beautiful person. And right now, how the world is affecting you and you're affecting the world is you're sparking creativity. You're opening up new doorways. But it looks like you're doing that for other people. You're not doing that for yourself. So you need to trust in that because if you don't start trusting in yourself and believing in yourself and having faith, then you're going to be riddled with anxiety and going to be up all night for no reason. So what's going on, it will pass. You have the strength to get through it. Everything's going to right itself. But just trust and believe in yourself because the outcome, if you don't trust and believe in yourself and you don't trust and believe in the situation and have some faith and use that strength that you have, is overwhelming anxiety. So you need to take a step back and just breathe and let things pass because you're on the right path. You just have to remove those blockages. I feel like you're your own worst enemy right now. So just have some faith, trust and believe, and just kind of ride out the wave that you're in right now. And this cycle is going to come to an end. If you don't trust and believe in yourself, it's going to make the road that you're on a lot harder. So just understand that you have the option to take the easy way and just kind of ride the waves and go through it, or you can take the hard way. So I would take a step back and just breathe. And I'm sorry I'm going so fast. It's just I know I get so many readings when I come here. So I'm trying to make sure that everybody has time and like that everybody can go to bed at a decent time.
It's fine.
Right.
You know, like you said earlier, if they have any more questions, they can respond. I saw one a second ago. There a girl from Facebook messaged about a guy she's seeing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's more of a personal.
Yeah.
Like get in touch with her personally.
Yeah, and understand that when you first get in touch with me personally, just ask for a reading. Don't go into detail until we get about halfway through the reading, because I've had readers in the past pump me for information and then tailor everything they got from the cards from that, and for me, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
For me, that's just me using what you told me to lead my reading as opposed to actually getting a message from spirit.
there is such thing as too much information when it comes to this particular what we're doing right here. So
Yeah.
but, like I said, if you want more of an in-depth thing, just reach out to Dana. She's very accommodating.
Now, I am having a little bit of a weird glitch going on with my messenger right now. So if anybody gets a hold of me and I respond and then I have trouble getting back to them, it's because sometimes Facebook isn't letting me load that page. But I promise I will get back to you as soon as I am able to get that page loaded and respond to your messages. All right, who's my next read?
Kathleen.
Kathleen, okay. What does the universe have to say for Kathleen? Okay. So the first thing I'm going to say to Kathleen is that everything she's stressing over is going to have a positive outcome, but I feel like there was some type of relationship or something from the past that is causing a lot of sleepless nights now. Now, I don't know how far in the past is. This past could be like a couple days ago, could be a couple weeks ago, could be a couple months. I feel like it's a more recent past that is causing a lot of sleepless nights now. Like almost to me, this looks like a relationship read, but I'm going to just keep going with the cards and we'll see. The ultimate goal is to find yourself again. That silly, passionate, fun side of you that's very confident and strong and walks in and lights up a room and everybody just like, I feel like you're a very vivacious person and you've kind of lost that right now. So the goal is to get that back, but you have some things blocking you. Like, I feel like you're the type of person that people come to and just tell them your problems when you walk into a party, like you're friends with everybody. And that's not what's going on right now because of something or someone in the past who's kind of done you dirty. When I look into the past cards, I've got the Emperor, which leads me to believe that this is a very strong, overpowering person, possibly a narcissist. If I knew I was doing a relationship read, I would go with that route. But because I'm doing a blind read, I'm covering all my bases. This person, they could be amazing and they could also be a complete ass and they've got very strong energy, masculine energy, or they could be just a really, really strong female that is just that's overwhelmed you and just kind of did you dirty and you knew the whole time, but you didn't want to trust your gut. You kept using your intellect and that wasn't working out for you. So it kind of led you in a situation. Now, in the future, you have the ability to control your own chariot. You just need to kind of move forward and let things go in the past because what you're going through right now, you have the upper hand on. You just don't realize it. You're in a position of power, but you just don't realize it at the moment. And the way that you're affecting the universe and the universe is affecting you is you have the ability to manifest new partnerships, new relationships, new love, new emotional abundance. If any of these things are things that you want, you have the ability to manifest that right now. But it's just like this cycle in your head, this looping is causing you to not be able to see that. So it's like almost like work it through, go to a trusted friend, write poetry, write journal, read a book to distract yourself, talk to a counselor or a therapist. You got to do something to help with that looping. Go for a walk every day, just kind of get out of your head. Your brain right now, you're juggling a lot and it's not fair. But the thing is, if you can just calm your mind, then the wheel of fortune is going to spin in your favor. You're at the point right now where what's happening isn't your fault. But if you don't get control of the situation and your thoughts and your emotions now, then you're going to be your own worst enemy. So I would definitely recommend getting a hold of this mental train of thought that you're on, getting a hold of this mind loop and cutting it off, roadblocking it, like nip that in the bud before it becomes something that's detrimental to you. Because everything's going to work out as long as you can just calm that down. And
so I think we've got to the point where I think Kristen Coleman is going to be the last, not the last reading, but yeah, the last one we're going to do, like down the road. We've got 15 people, I think.
Yeah, 15 totals. We got about 12 to go. Yeah.
So yeah, we're not taking any more like requests, and so we can get through everybody that we have that's requested a reading for tonight. And again, if you come in and somebody comes in or they want a reading but they're not able to get one tonight, you know, Dana is, like you said, she will take readings from you guys, you know, requests and stuff. So yeah, we just it takes a lot. You know, we're not trying to be here all night.
all right,
We got Cody Dodson next.
Cody. I already feel like my theme for the night, because you know how I have a theme for the night every time I do this.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I feel like my theme for the night is anxiety.
I think a lot of people can relate to that right now, right?
All right, Cody. All right. So Cody's got some good things and mentally some bad things. But there's all good things. So right now we're charging forward with life. We've got good things on the horizon. Things are moving forward, but we're also supposed to be not pushing ourselves too hard and taking a rest when we need it. Don't go gung-ho. Don't burn the candle at both ends. Take that rest and that pause when you need it. I feel like you might be getting some physical signs of this already, but you're just not paying attention to them because they're not super obvious that you're burning the candle at both ends. So this is your notification to take a pause. Get a good night's sleep. Make sure you're eating. Make sure you're drinking water. Make sure that you're doing all the things to take care of yourself. Your goal is to be able to create. What you want to create is up to you, whether it's new opportunity, I'm getting new business, I'm getting new things like that. Well, finances. The Empress card, I think of her as the creator. She, to me, is pregnancy. She can be male or female. She creates the same way women create life. She creates your opportunities. She's a creator, and that's your opportunity right now, is to create things. What led you to where you are in the past is your strength. You are a very strong person, and you don't use strength in the conventional form. You use strength in all the forms, whether it be needing to be soft and gentle and patient when you need to, whether it needs to be brute force when it needs to, or whether you just need to take a step back and just like sit with it. You have all the different types of strength, and that's what got you to where you are right now. So for that, I say you're a pretty freaking awesome person, because not everybody has that kind of multifaceted strength. Most people just have some strength in one area. It's also a lot of using your words wisely. Like, I feel like you're someone who is very thoughtful when they speak, and that's kind of gotten you in the position that you're at right now. Now, in the future, we may want, I would say, I'm hearing community, but I'm also hearing that community is too much, that it might be overwhelming. So you need to figure out the right balance of community in your life, because you don't want to overdo it. Like I was saying, you don't want to burn the candle at both ends. So you just want to figure out what that right balance is, because too much community is going to create a blockage, and we don't want that. Currently right now, you're kind of in the era where you can just sit with what you have and what you've created, and sit with and be happy with that, but there's a blockage right now, and the way that you're affecting the universe and the universe is affecting you is it's an end of a cycle. And I feel like you might have gone through some painful endings lately, whether it be a loss in the family, whether it be a breakup, friends drifting apart, loss of a job. There's been some type of ending that wasn't sitting right with you, and that's causing you to feel like create a little bit, having your energy go out into the universe and creating a little bit of chaos, whether you intentionally mean to do that or not. I don't feel like you intentionally want to create chaos. I just feel like you have this sitting feeling like chaos is buzzing around you like bees, but that's just because things are supposed to be ending right now. And this energy that you have built up in you from burning the candles at both ends, it needs to be released, and it's going into the atmosphere, and it's creating like this feeling that doesn't really exist. In your mind right now, I would say focus on the spark of passion, focus on your spark of creativity and things like that. If that's something that you feel like you've lost, it's there. You just kind of need to settle down and everything will be okay. Because if you continue to overwork yourself, you're going to be at a point where you're not going to know what battles you need to fight and what battles you need to lay down for. And you're just going to be so tired that you're going to be hyper vigilant, and that's going to put your body in a bad state. Now, I see a lot of good things here. I just feel like you're a hustler who works your ass off and doesn't know when to rest. And this is your warning to rest. Everything is going to take care of itself. And you'll notice the buzzing around you will calm down if you rest. Hopefully that makes sense, because I feel tired with these cards.
So we see, I see Susan Gonzalez is asking for a reading, and I'll tell you that Susan, we just cut off the reading like queue because we can't we can't stay here all night. We've got, but Dana will take you want to message her on Facebook or message Divinations by Dana on Facebook, and she will give you a more personal reading. I don't want you to think that we are ignoring you or anything like that. We've got what Miranda said, we have 12 more people.
Yeah.
To do it, each person takes time.
To go. And Dana will be back on. I'm sure she's on in the next month or so, right?
Yes, we'll probably we'll get her back on beginning of next year. We have pretty much the rest of the year.
Okay.
I don't know. I've got
you never know.
An open day.
Person.
Contact her directly. She's in high demand tonight.
Yes.
Alrighty, who's my next person?
Denise Mitz.
All right. What does the universe have to say for Denise? Oh, anxiety again.
Isn't there a song about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that song's in my head, actually.
Same.
All right. So right now, I've got the seven of swords crossed by the 8 of swords. Now, the 7 of swords usually talks about either someone trying, like, the way that I interpret the imagery is either someone's trying to take your shit or you got to protect your shit. But to me, that translates to an anxious feeling of like something's going on. I have to be hyper vigilant. So, and that seems to be the theme tonight. So I could be wrong on this one, but I also feel like the 8 of swords talks about being in a situation where there's so much going on to where, like, this is my 8 of swords card, but it's feathers because it's the Philly Tarot deck, because that's what I read off of. But you can see that this person is They can easily get out of the circle of swords, but they're blindfolded. They can't see the easy option. Sometimes the best option is the easiest option. Sometimes it's the most obvious answer, and that's what we're crossed by. Now, the ultimate goal here is you need to trust your intuition. You need to trust yourself. And again, I'm getting the don't listen to all the noise. I feel like a lot of people are in other people's business tonight. That there's a lot of chattering going on because I'm getting a lot of chattering, but you need to just trust yourself and sit strong, sit in your power because you've got this. You know what the situation is. You don't need anybody to tell you. You don't need me to tell you this tonight because you already know. There was a point in time where it seems like you almost felt like you got it together and you were like really good emotionally, but then there was a blockage and the tower came in and cleared everything out, or you were resisting the tower and it made it worse. So things were supposed to change. Life was supposed to flow. Things were supposed to move out of your way for your betterment. But for some reasons, there was a resistance to that, and it caused a lot of stuff that shouldn't have happened. But in the future, we have healing. We have the star. We have serenity. We have all of these beautiful things. So that's what's coming in your future. You don't have to worry about that. Right now, it's okay to be in hermit mode. It's okay to shut down. It's okay to not want to do things. Like, that's totally all right because that's the journey you're on right now. You're at that point where you need to be in the hermit mode and you need to just be calm and collect it and search inside yourself. So if you find yourself withdrawing from people, withdrawing from the public, and you're like, what the hell is wrong with me? That's because that's what you're supposed to be doing right now. You're not supposed to be out interacting with people and over socializing. I see opportunity on the horizon, and I also feel like there's a little bit of, do I pick the devil I know or the devil I don't know? Trust your instinct on that because that is only a choice that you can make. You have the ability to create the future that you want, and you have the ability to create the resolutions for your situation that you want. We've got the Empress. She's very pregnant with possibilities. You definitely have the power to do this, but you just need to take that break. As you search inside yourself with that Hermit card, you will be able to figure out that manifestation that you need, so don't worry about that. And then at the end of this outcome, things are going to come in hard and fast. So the good, like the resolutions, the endings, the things that need to be cleared out, and the positive things, it's all going to come in hard and fast. I can't give a timeline on this cycle though, but I feel like this is a journey, but just know at the end it's worth it because you're going to find a lot of healing. Can I ever figure out the best way to shuffle these so that I don't get repeaters? And then I feel like when I get repeaters that I didn't shuffle good enough.
All right, let's see. Next on your list is Lisa Marie Willie.
All right. Everybody needs rest tonight too.
It's I don't know. I would agree with that. Today's just been one of those days where it's like, oh my God.
I agree.
Totally
I agree.
All right. So you're in a good place right now. You're crossed by the sun. You're crossed by temperance. So I think one of the biggest themes right now is that you just need to find balance. The ultimate outcome that we're looking for, the goal, is to, you've already planted the seeds. Now's the time to watch them grow. So like temperance, the sun, just patience. Things are looking up for you. In your past, you've been very, very perceptive, and you need to trust that continuously, because your intuition and your perception is kind of what got you to the positive places that you are right now. And I got the King of Pentacles. So I'm wondering if you had like a good role model or a good figure in your life that just gives you a lot of support, who's very kind, very wise, very loving. And they're the type of people that you want in your life. So that good support system that you had in the past, they're the type of people that you want in your life. I kind of feel like other people are trying to creep in, and they're not the people that you want. Trust with what you, in this case, go with what you know, because you've had a good support system in the past. What I see for you in the future is a time of rest and restoration. Rest is another big theme. And it is this is what you're working towards, is this rest. Now you're gonna have to go through some bumps, and I'm not gonna lie, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but right now you're in a good place. You've got a lot of looks like you're going on a healing journey, and I almost feel like you've been righting a lot of wrongs in your life, or things are just balancing out for you right now. That's supposed to happen because you need this to happen to end this cycle. Now, I'm wondering if internally you are stuck on somebody. This doesn't have to be romantically. This just could be a person or a friendship or something, but it's not going well, and it's kind of looping in your brain. This could also be a job too. It's some type of partnership, and it's weighing heavy in your brain, and it's looping, and it's not going well. Well, it needs to end. The universe is going to end it. Now, I can't say if it's going to end it now or 6 months from now, but this situation, I feel like you already know what the situation is, and you're just kind of coming to me like, is this situation going to end? Should I end it? What is the ultimate outcome of this? It's going to end, and it's going to hurt a little bit. But keep in mind that it's going to be for the better, because this is part of your healing journey, is cutting off these things that kind of make your mind go like that. Because like I said before, you've had a positive, you know what positivity is. You've had it before. And the goal is to kind of cut those people out. That doesn't always happen with a clean break. Sometimes it is painful, because even though someone's not good for you, or or like a friend or a job or something isn't good for you, we still get attached as humans. So it still kind of sucks. But this thing that that's kind of like sitting in the background, and it might not be prominent in your mind, but it takes up space. It has to end. And I hate to break that to you, but it's part of your healing journey, so it's for the best. But I feel like you're in a good enough place to where you'll be able to handle it.
Who's up next?
Let me just shuffle these up real good, because I keep getting the same cards repeating, and I just don't know if it's the theme of the night or if I'm not shuffling good enough.
So, SSRH94, this is a free reading for anyone who comes on the show, but we have cut off the readings for tonight, the reading requests at least, because we are running out of time. So if you would like a reading, you can contact Sarah at contact Dana at Divinations by Dana on Facebook, and or we do free readings. She comes on here every once in a while to give free readings to our listeners. So just be on the lookout for when she comes back on the show. Thank you very much.
Yep. And
well, thank you, Lisa.
Dana, your next one is Robin Collins.
Okay. Everybody say hello to Creamy, the reading. He's my assistant.
Nice.
He shows up every show for just a second or two.
Just shows his tail.
Yeah. What does the universe have for Robin? Creamy, you're in my reading space. Dude, you gotta move. I'm sorry, handsome. I need this space. Mama needs this space. I can only move my computer over so much.
Hello, Creamy. Sounds like a very bad pickup line.
His name was Creamy.
Hello, Creamy.
Hello, Creamy.
I'm gonna call him Mr. Handsome Pants now whenever he comes on.
There you go. Mr. Sexy Tail.
There you go.
He's handsome. He has one eye and no teeth. He's the most handsome boy in history. Alrighty. So what we've got going on here is we've got that anxiety that I'm talking about again. That seems to be the theme of the night. Like feeling like you're missing out on something, feeling like something's taken from you, feeling like you've lost something. And it almost feels like an internal, like I have anxiety because I lost a part of myself and I don't know how to get it back. Marked with trying to get back that creative spark, trying to learn, like the wanting to learn how to get that creative spark back. Now, in your case, the ultimate goal is to either seek community or seek a higher authority. Like someone who can help you out in this situation, someone who knows a little bit better what you're going through, can kind of counsel you, things like that. I feel like there was a point in your life where like this looks like depression to me, honestly. Looks like you went through a depression, you're feeling the lack of the abundance and the stability and all that you had, and like you just kind of lost your spark. The good thing that I can see is a lot of emotional stability coming in the future. So I feel like if this is depression, because it feels like depression, but it could be just that you're depressed about something and it's not clinical depression, but that's what it feels like. Know that you're on the right path. That like, I feel like you're like out there and you're taking the steps to do things to write this, and you're going to find your way out of the darkness. It's okay. I feel like right now you feel like a lot is left behind, like you're moving past the things that don't serve you. That separation of the things that don't serve you is causing a lot of like emotional downness, like heavy energy on you. But that's the journey. Like this is something that you need to move through. Like I'm almost wondering if you had like a loss in the past, or like you're grieving, or if you have PTSD or something that you need to move through. And you're moving through it. So don't worry, you're doing the work. If someone had wronged you in the past, or if you feel like things just aren't just in your life, things are going to wrong themselves, but you need to work on your control. I am having a hard time reading this because I don't know if you necessarily have control issues or if you need to gain control. So I would take the hints from everything else that I was saying to interpret that message, because once you gain control, then you can continue moving through this journey. If you don't gain the control or loosen the control, if you don't get a handle on the issue of control, whether it's lack thereof or too much of, you're going to be left really tired, and you're going to be left sitting there like hypervigilant, and to the point where you don't know when to rest. And I don't know how better to explain that. So continue on your healing journey, because you have emotional stability coming, and you have things that are going to sit right with your emotions. But I don't know if you give too much control to other people, or if you just have an issue with controlling things yourself. But once you get a handle on that, you'll be able to rest. If you don't get a handle on that and take that into yourself and fix that, then you're just going to be very tired, and you're going to be constantly hypervigilant, and it's not going to be fair to you. So be fair to yourself and address that.
Hopefully
Oh,
that helps.
he wants to be with his mother tonight. I think my cat's hungry.
My dog's sitting on the couch, just chilling. I'm glad she's not whining by the door. But I shouldn't say anything. She'll probably get up now.
Yes.
Now that I
Don't
said
say her
that.
name for goodness sake. 'Cause
Yes.
that's what they do. Mine is under here
Yeah.
snoring, and I'm just like trying not to move too much.
Don't want to jinx it.
Exactly. All right. Let's see. Who's next? Dana, your next read is Lois.
All right.
And Bargavi, we see your message. Unfortunately, we've closed the reading list for this show, but check back with us, or you can reach out to Dana directly, message her on Facebook for a reading, or find her on Divinations by Dana on Facebook.
I think I say this every time I read with this deck, but it really makes me want a cheesesteak.
You had that. Are you using that Philadelphia deck again, or was it a different one? Yeah. Well, Philly, you gotta go with this cheesesteak for sure.
Number one tourist food, that and Philly pretzels.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Oh,
I could
Philadelphia.
go for a Philly pretzel right now.
All right.
Nabrisha,
So
we see your message. Unfortunately, we've closed the reading list for tonight, but you could reach out to Dana directly on Facebook, Dana Marie Vollmer, or on Divinations by Dana.
Okay. And who was the next person we were reading for? Huh?
Lois.
Okay, so Lois, this is your reading. I feel like there's a decision that you want to make, or almost like a move that you want to make. And I don't know if this is a physical move or if this is a career move. Like, I'm getting like moving on a chessboard, like making moves. And I feel like there's a move that you want to make that's crossed by new opportunity and new partnership. So it almost feels like maybe there's a new career opportunity that someone's offered you and it's giving you the ability to have a partnership, or maybe there's a new person in your life, or maybe you're just trying to decide to like move from this house to the house down the street, or maybe there's just like a shift in your life, like maybe not like a physical move, but like you're thinking about shifting things and moving them around, if that makes sense. And there is that opportunity for this to happen, and it's like in an emotional sense it feels like it might be a good thing. Now, where we are with the outcome of this is that you need to learn how to celebrate yourself and celebrate your successes, because right now you have a blockage with that. You're too humble and you don't want to like brag. It's okay to brag a little bit. It's okay to be confident. Don't think that being humble is not being confident. In the past, we've had a little bit of just holding on too tightly of things. I'm wondering if maybe you went through a time where like you didn't have a lot and you had to scrimp and save, and now you have more, but you're still in that habit. It's okay to let energy flow freely. So that could be if you're holding on to yourself too tight and not wanting to give yourself up to people. This could be holding on to money too tight. This could be holding on to sentimental things too tight. It's okay to release it and let the energy flow freely. Like, you don't have to worry about that. Nothing bad is going to happen if you do that. But I should say, I don't think anything bad is going to happen if you do that. I don't want to speak in guarantees, because this is, for entertainment purposes. If I were to have it up on my site, research, if you look up the store in PA that got in trouble for fortune telling, you'll see what I'm talking about. In the past, I also see that I keep hearing writing, creative writing, and that just feels so random with what I'm looking at right now, but I keep hearing creative writing. I don't think that has anything to do with the reading. I just think that's something you need to get back into. But you're very smart in using your intellect, and maybe you were trying to create something in the past, or maybe that creation is what is leading you to trying to make these moves that you're making right now. But everything's going to come full circle for you in the end, because in the future card we have the world. So everything's going to come full circle. You don't need to worry about that. And right now, where you're sitting, the wheel of fortune is spinning in your favor. So let that wheel spin and let that wheel go in your favor. The way the universe is affecting you and the way that you're affecting the universe is you're currently on the fool's journey. This is the opportunity for new beginnings. So definitely go ahead with that. Don't stress about that. Your brain, however, doesn't seem to agree with that and is just sitting there waiting for the next shoe to drop, and that's not cool. Take a breath, release that, because the outcome is going to be abundance, beautiful energy, all your ducks in a row. Like, everything's going to work out. All right. Just trying to get these cards back in the deck. Well, I try to do them different every time because...
Yeah, you don't want to pull the same cards every time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And like I said, when I get repeaters, I want to know it's the theme of the night and it's not.
Yeah. Yes. Which it usually is. It usually is.
I know, because I shuffle these things so good, and I stick them in random spots, and then I shuffle them, and then I shuffle them again, and then I get the same card like 10 times in a row, and I'm like, oh, well, must be a theme.
Anxiety is the secret word.
All right, Dana, your next person is Teresa. Now, I'm going to let you describe to see how you want to handle this. She had a question, and I don't know if you want to maybe take that offline and just do a card reading, or if you want to see if when you do the card reading this comes in. But she asks, does my grandmother have a message for me? So I don't know if maybe her grandmother will come through as you're doing a tarot reading, or if you would rather her reach out to you separately for a message from her grandmother.
Let's see where this goes.
Okay. I had a feeling you were going to say that. That's why I said that.
Jump in that rabbit hole, see where it comes out.
Yes.
Right off the bat, my brain says yes, her grandma has a message for her. I don't know what the message is, though, just yet. I feel like the grandmom passed away recently. Like, recently, I would say, like, within the last 5 years, this is something that's still fresh. This is something that you're still mourning. And I feel like you and your grandmom were really close. Like, you kind of had, like, a mother-daughter relationship or, like, a sister's relationship, like one of those really close familial relationships where this kind of rocked you. And I'm not getting actual words, but I'm getting the feeling like it's okay to let go. And I'm seeing that you have a trinket or something of hers that is bringing you a lot of comfort, and she's just reminding me that you always have that, and as long as you have that, you'll never lose her. And I'm also getting that you want to know if she comes and visits you, and the answer is yes. And the signs that you think are signs but wanted to know if you were crazy, yes, that's her. And I'm also getting a lot of like touching on the shoulder, warm hugs, brushes against the arms, things like that. Normally we expect the dead to be cold, but this feels like a warmer sensation that you might get, where it's just like a warm breeze just blowing across you. That also seems like it's a sign of her as well. Now, on to the reading. right now, everybody's looking into the future right now. Everybody's like looking at having choices to make or looking into the future right now. But you're also crossed with being very good with where you are right now. The ultimate outcome of this is that the world is what do you mean? The world is cycles are coming to an end, things are gonna work out. But right now you were supposed to be in a period of pause to just give yourself time and space to like think, and you didn't give that self to you. And there was also a time of action and manifestation, but you did take advantage of it, but you were too tired. What I see in the future is a lot of emotional learning, like you're going to go on a journey. And currently, right now, I feel like you're heartbroken. And that's okay. But the world around you wants to celebrate you and wants to celebrate your successes, because you've got a lot going for you right now. You've planted a lot of seeds and you got to watch them grow and just have faith in the thing, like the garden that you're creating, that you're tending to. And like, that's just like my descriptive words. I don't mean a literal garden. Like, I mean the garden is in the life that you're tending to. And the ultimate outcome is you need to trust your intuition more. You need to trust yourself and your intuition more. I almost feel like you might be gifted, and that's why you can pick up on your grandmother the way I told you to, but you just need to trust it a little bit more.
So yeah, like we said earlier, if you want to reach out to Dana with your questions, she can give you a more in-depth reading, and it sounds like something that sounds like a more personal thing you may want to do in a private setting. And I say, hopefully, Cash enjoyed you visiting him today.
And to anybody who's worried about reaching out to someone who does readings like this that are live and worrying about that they're going to be overcharged, I work with everybody. I'm very reasonable. And most of the time I do pay what you think is fair. So if you can pay $1 or if you can't pay anything, that's fine. I usually just say pay what you think the reading is worth. So if anybody's worried about that, because I know a lot of times you go on these TikTok readers and these YouTube readers and stuff, and they're charging like a couple $100. You don't have to worry about that. That's not my style.
Hey, Kisna, we're not taking any more readings tonight, but like Dana said, you can reach out to her and she will give you a personal reading.
All right.
All right. Next, you have Sharon Metter.
All right. What does the universe want to tell Sharon? Sharon, you've got anxiety too.
Well, she wants to be part of the theme. She don't want to feel left out.
Right. Part of the tribe.
Full of anxiety over here. Freaking anxiety tribe.
Anxiety tribe.
All right. So I feel like, again, we're on another emotional journey. Like we want to learn how to control the emotions, but they are, things are too much right now. There's a little bit of anxiety. I'm also getting the theme, like a lot of us feel like a lot of people are feeling like they lost themselves lately. And like that something's been taken from us, that we've lost our spark, that we've lost our creativity, we lost the things that make us us. And that is kind of going on right now. But we've got the Page of Swords here. So we're also learning how to use our words. We're also using our intellect a lot more. We're also powering through it. Like that's the goal, is to just like learn how to use our words more. Maybe learn how to like tell people what's going on. Or even like reach out and ask, like say, hey, like I'm overburdened, like I need help. Like that seems to be like almost, if you have a trouble asking for help, that seems like something that you need to do, because I'm hearing like that's what I'm getting. What led us in the past was the manifestation of two things, one that led to passion and one that led to emotion. And in the future, you need to trust your emotions. Let the moon guide you. Trust your instincts too. Trust your gut, because you've got a lot going on right now, but there's a lot of things that you're not wrong about either. Currently you're in a very good place, but I'm wondering if you're grieving something, because it looks like you're in a very good place, like you're seated where you need to be. So it's almost like life is good. Why do I feel this way? Kind of thing. Like I have no reason to feel this way. I'm feeling that there's some grief going on that might be affecting this. Now, I don't know if this is like grief of losing a loved one, or if this is grief of losing a friendship or a relationship or a job, or just a grief of not being the person that you used to be. But I feel like you're grieving something. And that's why, like, part of the reason. So that's something that we need to work through. However, mentally you're good. You have these emotions and stuff, and like you have things that you need to work on, but mentally you're good. You have planted the seeds, and you need to just let them grow and let things happen. The ultimate outcome is that you're going to be able to celebrate yourself and your small successes, and you're not going to doubt yourself in the end. So my biggest thing is that this is just a hiccup in the road. So just know that you know what's going on. You got this. This is just a hiccup in the road for you. Everything's going to work itself out. And if you're feeling like there's no reason to feel this way, just understand that it's okay. Grief comes in all forms. We can grieve so many things. And if that's what you're going through, then that's okay. It doesn't have to make sense. Those are your emotions. You own them. Doesn't matter who they make sense to or who they don't make sense to. If you feel them, own them, and work through them. Fuck what the rest of the world thinks.
That's what I'm saying.
That's right.
But no, you're not crazy. Everything makes perfect sense here. And because I feel like you're asking people, am I crazy? Because blah, 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 blah. No, you're not crazy. You're actually dead on. All right. And who's our next person?
Nathan Hardister.
God, I want a cheesesteak.
Now you're making me want one. So thank you for that.
10:15 at night. Thanks a lot.
I know, right? Drive to Wawa. Do they have cheesesteak at Wawa?
I don't know.
Wawa's in Philly, do.
But I'm sure they do.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
All right. So we've got, again, you're supposed to be resting. You're supposed to be taking, and I don't know if I'm feeling like this is more of a mental or an emotional break that you need, not a physical break. So like, I feel like your body's fine. This is more of a mental or emotional thing. Like your mind is tired. So your emotions are tired. So you need to give yourself a rest. You need to give yourself a pause, but you're also starting a new cycle with relationships These could be friendships. This doesn't necessarily have to be like a relationship. I always like to stress that. But there's a new cycle with relationships. And I don't know if you're just striking up again with old friends, because that's kind of the feeling that I get, that like people are coming back from the past, or like people that you've kind of like just went into hermit mode and ignored for a little bit are like coming back up, or you're just being more social now. But there's a new cycle with that as well. So the ultimate outcome is for you to be more confident and sit in your power. That's what our goal is, to just be more confident and sit in our power, use our words, use our intellect more better because that sounds intelligent. Use our intellect better. But that's coming for you. The other thing that I see in the past is that you've been juggling a lot. And I almost feel like people around you weren't taking you seriously, or they were like acting like they were helping, but they weren't really filling your cup or fulfilling the deeds. It's like when you've got a whole house to clean and someone says, I'll sweep, and then they spend 5 hours sweeping every nook and cranny so they don't have to do the rest of the work. That's what it feels like. So that left you juggling a lot. Now there's going to be some changes in the future, and these changes may not be your favorite, because death only comes when things needs to be cleared out. But I also have a feeling that you're going to resist the change, even though you know the change is good for you. You're going to be like, so like how we get sometimes when we have to when things need to change, that we are just, we don't like it. It's uncomfortable. So just keep in mind that you have to go with the flow, because if you don't follow death, you're going to get the tower. Right now, I'm hearing duality. So this card normally represents like partnerships, because it's the Two of Cups. So it could talk about relationships, or it could talk about like a business partnership, or like someone you rely on. But I'm hearing duality. So I almost wonder if you're dealing with two sides of yourself, rather than like if you're dealing with two sides of yourself or your personality rather than dealing with another person. But I could be wrong, because it could be someone like who has a personality that's very similar to you, that isn't quite like you, that you're dealing with. Things are actually pretty positive right now for the way you're affecting the universe, and the universe is affecting you. So you don't have to worry about all that noise and chaos that other people were getting, because if you sit down and silence yourself, you're going to get the sunshine. And it looks like you have a decision that's weighing on your mind. And I would say, when it comes to this decision or these two things that are weighing on your mind, take some time to meditate and feel that sunshine that's really shining down you right now, because it's really going to help you make the answer. It's really going to help you find that answer, because if you don't do that, the anxiety is going to creep in, because I got the anxiety card away. And or it could be that someone's going to come in and swoop up your opportunity from right behind your back. So don't sit too long on this decision. Let the sun shine through and make the decision, so that somebody else doesn't take it. And so that you don't get anxiety, because you seem to be the only person that didn't get anxiety tonight.
How many more people do we have left?
We have 3.
3 more people. We're in the home.
Oh, wow, that went by fast. For me, I don't know about for you guys.
I mean, we just love hearing you talk.
That's right.
Give the readings. Give us the night off.
That's right.
We could put like, you know, cardboard cutouts of ourselves and just go on
here. All right, next
Amanda,
we
you put a
have
mask with my
Heidi.
face on there.
Heidi.
Heidi.
Let's see what the universe has for Heidi. Oh, Heidi is healing. Heidi's in her healing era, her healing journey. Oh, crossed by new beginnings.
That sounds promising.
Yeah, it does.
Happens when you do that work.
Yep. Okay. So right now we're in our healing journey and we're crossed by new opportunities. So I'm wondering if the healing journey is new to you or if you're taking a new step in your healing journey. So that looks really good. That looks really positive. You also have the Queen of Swords sitting in your outcome. So you need to learn how to sit in your power and use your intellect and use your words thoughtfully. I'm wondering if maybe there was a time in the past, just looking at the other cards that were here, that maybe you just kind of like, what's the term now? Crashed out, went off, went ballistic. And, but now you're a better person. Like you're not that person anymore. So you just kind of need to continue with that journey of sitting in your power and, using your words thoughtfully, using your intellect thoughtfully, thinking before you speak and things like that. But congratulations, because you're already doing the work. And, it looks like in the past there's been, I usually relate the devil to control, but I'm just gonna throw this out there because this seems like it's not really. I'm gonna explain the devil card, because I'm also trying to be delicate because I don't want to be wrong. So the devil card can be toxicity, it can be addiction, it can be the chains that bind humanity, like sin, lust, things like that. It can be control. A lot of times when I get the devil card, it's control issues for people, or like very good with financial things. So if one of those applied to your past and it kind of got you really caught up in your head, like there was a lot of opportunities there, but you were also really caught in your head too. So almost like daydreaming or just really being stuck in a mental cycle where you were more in your head than you were more within this world. That's kind of what's led you to where you are right now. And in the future, I see, again, more of that journey of learning how to use your intellect, learning how to speak, learning how to do everything you want to do to get what you want in life. And that's really good. Currently, you're sitting where you have a little bit of a blockage when it comes to planting your seeds and watching them grow. But I feel like that's because you're working through things. So just keep in mind that the future that you want, the life that you want, the seeds are growing. They might grow slow, but you're going to start to see little buds or flowers here and there. Like it's just not going to grow into a whole tree overnight. Sometimes these things take time. But you're also very weary of people right now, I feel like. And that's okay. That's how the universe is affecting you right now. Internally, it looks like you've either sought community or someone to help you through your issues, like a support system, and that's really good. Keep doing that, because ultimately what's going to come in the end of all of this is balance. And I feel like mental balance is what you need, and emotional balance. But all in all, good job with the work that you're doing. Like if you were worried about being on the wrong path in your life, you're not where you were. You've come so far, and it's showing in this reading.
Very cool.
Awesome.
It's okay to doubt yourself, though. We all doubt ourselves.
That's the truth. You can tell when it gets down to like 1025, the energy levels like. Now all thinking about Philly cheesesteaks.
Philly cheesesteaks and pretzels.
Yes, having cheesesteak anxiety over here.
Gotta make that 4-hour drive. Gotta get there. Make a weekend out of it. visit all the tourist spots.
I had a weird dream last night that a friend of mine wanted me driving to Chicago. And it was like really late at night. And I'm like, why didn't we drive me to Chicago? Like in my dream, Chicago was a lot closer than it really is.
All right, who's my next read?
Your next one is Vet Girl.
Oh, I've read for Vet Girl before.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, things coming in hard and fast. The Queen of Swords has been very prominent tonight, too. Aw. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Okay. So, we're crossed by, I want to say hot-headedness. Things that are really, oh, thank you.
That's awesome, Heidi. Thanks for checking this out. She's my
Yeah.
on Instagram.
So I feel like I want to feel like you're hitting this particular situation hot and hard, but you're also being very smart about it, which is good. The ultimate goal is judgment, so things are going to right themselves, things are going to be atoned for, things are even though it's not just, you have justice at one point too. So I know that things are going to balance out. It just feels like a stressful cycle. Now, you've had heartbreak in the past. You've had something upset you very much, and it kind of made you feel like you were left out in the cold. And just so that you know, that's behind you. Things are moving forward. In the future, it's time to manifest. It's time to manifest. The action is coming very soon in the future. The time to act and move towards those goals that you're looking for. Currently, you're sitting in a position of strength, but you're not giving yourself credit for the strength that you have. So you definitely need to start giving yourself more credit for the strength that you have. And it looks like the universe is affecting you, and the way you're affecting your universe is that you're learning a lot right now. And that's good. You're using your mind and you're learning a lot and you're willing to learn, and that's really good. Now, things just seem to be a little bit off in your emotional state. I feel like you're not perceiving the scales righting themselves as they are. So you're just kind of in your head a little bit too much, and you're not allowing the stuff to right itself. So just remember that everything's balancing out. Whether or not you want it, whether or not you see it, it's happening behind the scenes. And the ultimate outcome is you got the Sun card. So there's a lot of positivity coming your way. And once you start to see that positivity shine through, that's when you start to manifest. That's when you act, because that time is coming. I would say 6 to 8 months. Things are going to right themselves, and it's going to be the time to action to manifest your dreams.
Are we on to the last person?
We got the last person. That's Miss Kristen Coleman.
Kristen Coleman.
So I will say that before I was doing my actual shuffle to start the reading, the anxiety card came up again. So if you're a part of the anxiety club, Kristen, it's okay. We all are. I deal with anxiety myself. Aw, thank you, Bet Girl. What message do we have for Kristen Universe? Anxiety. The other card for anxiety. So I was right. I should have kept that first card out. All right. The first thing I'm going to tell you is that you need to take a vacation from your head.
That's good advice for anybody, I think.
Yeah.
That's a blanket advice for there. Take a vacation from your head.
You need to take a vacation from your head because what I'm seeing here is just a lot going on. Sleepless nights, chest pain, trouble breathing, physical weakness, racing thoughts, physical symptoms that you can't explain that are actually all anxiety. And we need to take a break from our head. So I don't know if you have a counselor already or a trusted friend or someone that you confide in, but you need to start opening up more and getting this out because it's not doing you any good inside. It's just creating this physical yuck. And the goal is to work through, I hate to say it, but to like work through your grief. I don't know what kind of grief you have, if it's from a physical loss, because the other theme of this night is that we can grieve a lot more than just losing a person. We can lose a pet, we can lose a job, we can lose a friendship, we can lose a version of ourselves that we had in the past. And these are all things that we can grieve. Like any essential change in your life, you can grieve. And we need to work through that. Things that have kind of led to this in the past is like, I hate to say it, but I almost feel like you dealt with a real bitch or a son of a bitch. And this person kind of makes you doubt yourself, if that makes sense. But you also were in a really good place in your past too. So I almost feel like you were in a really good place. You were abundant. You were like happy. You had everything you wanted. And then someone just had to be a dickhead and rain on your parade. But you still have out all of that. You didn't lose it. So it's still there. It's just a matter of finding it. The time for action is coming in the future too, which is funny because I shuffled this deck really, really good and I got the Magician in the same placement. So the time for manifestation and all is coming. Right now, you're sitting in that abundant era. You really know yourself. You really are intuitive and emotional and have a lot of empathy and things like that. You just kind of got thrown off your game, so you don't feel that right now. But the way that you're affecting the world and the world is affecting you is the scales are tipping in your favor. All the wrongs are being righted. Things are working themselves out, so you don't have to worry about that because that's going on behind the scenes. It might not be apparent to you right now. I can also say that things are going to move swiftly, or things are moving swiftly in your mind. And don't let things move too fast. Slow down the pace, use your intellect, and just think before you speak. And the final outcome of this is that the battles that you're fighting, you have the upper hand on. If you just take a vacation from your mind, take it one step at a time. I'm thinking like the tortoise and the hare, be the tortoise. As much as you actually can reasonably, because we live in a fast-paced world. But instead of going 100 miles an hour, maybe go 80. And that'll show you that you have the upper hand in everything that's going on right now.
Sometimes it's good to take your time.
Yeah.
Enjoy the view. Dana, thank you so much for coming on here.
Yeah.
And giving us
Thank
your
you
time.
so much, guys, for having me.
So we have a choice. We could bring you on next the last show of the year, December 30th, or we could bring you on the first show of the year, January 6th.
Let's end the year with some positive messages.
Woo!
All right. So December 30th, the last show of the year, Dana Marie Vollmer will be coming back to give readings for the new year. We'll give a theme to it. Readings for the new year.
Yeah,
December.
and I will pull up a spread that's specifically for New Year's, and maybe I'll just work on doing that reading instead of doing general readings. We can do, what's
Yeah.
2024 bring.
Yeah, that's perfect. And we'll go ahead and do that. And it's good to do it every 3 months or so. I think it's a good spread.
Yeah, I agree.
Dana, thank you so much. And how can people get in touch with you?
So it's Divination by Dana, or Divinations. I forget if I put that S on my Facebook. It's Divinations by Dana on Facebook. You can reach out through me if you can gain access to my personal page, because it is kind of hidden. It's Dana Marie Vollmer. If you message the Dana Marie Vollmer page, just keep in mind I don't look at my message requests very often, and I am having a little bit of trouble with my messenger right now on my business page. But just be patient with me. I will get back to you. I will schedule that reading. But if for some reason I don't get back to you right away, just message me again, because I am having trouble. So sometimes the page doesn't load.
Awesome. Well, thank you everyone for
Thank you. Thank you, Kristen, for the feedback. I do appreciate that.
I think you are spot on all of the readings.
Yeah, everybody seemed said you were hitting the nail on the head with everything.
And I always have so much self-conscious. Like, I'm always feel like I'm doing it wrong. Like, I'm reading the energy wrong. Like, I'm like always like, what if I mess up? What if I don't get it right?
But the thing is, even if your perception is off, it doesn't mean that later they won't look back and go, oh, now I get what she was saying.
Yeah, if my perception is off, it doesn't mean that the message is wrong.
Correct.
Sometimes it may just take a little bit longer for that message to make sense.
Yep.
Yeah. It's how all my clients give it 2 weeks. If it doesn't make sense in 2 weeks, then you can write me off. And I'll if I wasn't right, then I'll own up to it.
Yeah. Well, Dana, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I know you've had a day, and I want you to be able to get some rest. So we will talk to you at the end of December.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
We'll talk to you before then, but we will talk to you soon. Have a great night.
You too. Have a great night, guys. Thank you for the opportunity.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I always enjoy having Dana on the show.
I do too.
I think our listeners enjoy it. I'm glad we were able to give our listeners a tarot card reading.
Yeah. And honestly, you can always listen to a reader doing other readings, and there's usually you'll hear them say something that resonates with you, and you can know that you're piggybacking.
I know our friend Luna.
Message, and it's for you as well.
Our friend Luna does tarot card readings on TikTok.
Yes.
So if you want to check her out, and on the top of my head, I can't think of her TikTok. I think of Magic by Luna or something, or I'm not sure what the exact. Well, look up Luna Ramey. You might be able to find it on there. So this has been a long show, but next week we're bringing one of your tribe.
Oh yeah.
Onto the show. We are bringing Miss Kimberly Sage.
And rumor has it that she and I will be in the same room, hurricane pending, for that to happen.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Where are you guys going to be?
We may be down in Hatteras.
Oh, well, that'll be a fun show. That'll be a fun show. Guys, we have Kimberly and Rhonda together in the same room.
Yep.
On the same show.
Yep.
Internet might blow up. This is going to be a lot of fun, guys. You guys are awesome. We love our chat. I'm so glad you guys are able to get some readings tonight. And We definitely appreciate you guys. And we look forward to talking to you guys next week with Miss Kimberly Says, the last show of August. Same freaking awesome time.
Same freaking awesome show.
Have a good one.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.